Hi YouTubers, it's Smokey today, so I'm in the garage again smoking, I think you know what I'm smoking, I think you know, a big ass cigar for life, yeah, hashtag big ass cigar for the win, big ass cigar for life. So I want to make a video right now on a random topic right now. This is something interesting that happened to me the other day, and I want to talk about it right now. So while I smoke my big ass cigar for life, I want to talk about this right now. So the other day, after I cleared my throat, obviously. So the other day, I was at a gas station. So I live in Massachusetts. Not going to say where I live in Massachusetts, but that's my confidentiality. But I was with two friends, and I went to a gas station in Massachusetts, so in my town. And we walked inside the gas station, and I was going to buy scratch tickets, lottery tickets. And so my two friends were standing near the door. Obviously, they weren't going to buy anything, so they were going to stand near the door and just stand there and do nothing while I buy my scratch tickets. So obviously, I'm just kind of being silly right now. But the point I'm trying to make is my two friends were just standing at the door while I buy my scratch tickets. So anyway, enough rambling. So I go to the counter and I ask to buy two $1 scratch tickets. And the guy says, okay, and he picks up the scratch tickets. Then he says, can I see your ID? And I say, oh yeah, sure, here's my ID. And I hand him my ID, my Massachusetts liquor ID, and he looks at it, and he, looks at it, and then make sure it's valid, make sure it's not expired. They have to do that. They have to make sure it's not expired. They have to make sure the birthday is correct, so because you have to be 18 to buy scratch tickets. The legal age to buy scratch tickets is 18 years old in Massachusetts. Then he punches in the birth date, and while he's doing that, this is the interesting part, this is where it gets interesting, he kind of looks at my two friends and kind of goes like, and kind of eavesdrop on what they're saying. These two guys are talking, and my two friends are talking, and he kind of eavesdrops on what they're saying. And so he checks my ID pretty carefully, then he punches in my birth date, and he sells to me the scratch tickets. Obviously legal, because I'm over 18. I am almost 25 years old, so obviously I'm of legal age to buy scratch tickets. I can buy whatever I want. I can buy scratch tickets, lottery, I can buy alcohol, because I'm over 21, I'm over 18, so point I'm trying to make is, that's fine. What interested me, and this is the interesting part why I smoke my big ass cigar for life, is he kind of not really eavesdropped. The store clerk, the store clerk, he didn't really eavesdrop. He kind of was kind of looking over to my two friends and kind of like overhearing what they're saying. And my two friends were older. I have a lot of friends who are older, younger, in between. Not all my friends are my age. So, and these two people were kind of talking, and my friends were talking. So, what kind of interested me is I've gone to that gas station before many times. It used to be a mobile gas station, and now it's an all towns gas station, which is like a convenience store. And they really don't card me. Even though I'm over 18, even though I'm over 21, they really don't card me on a consistent basis. Now, this is a new store clerk I was dealing with, so maybe this clerk is just more careful than other clerks. So, but the point I make is, I almost never get carded for lottery anymore because I look over 18. I obviously look over 18, and I'm almost 25 years old, so I don't get carded for lottery very often. So unless somebody, just is being careful and they're told to card everybody. So the part that really interested me, the two parts that really interested me, was that he looked at my ID really carefully, and he actually punched in the birth date to the computer. So because some stores will do that, they will punch in the birth date to the computer to make sure it's real, to make sure the ID is valid, it's not expired. And he kind of, the part that really got me curious was he kind of was overhearing, kind of eavesdropping on what my friend said. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, I don't know. What I think he thought, and this is what I think he thought, is that my two friends, who are older, obviously, one of them's in their early 50s, and one of them's in their probably their late 30s or late 40s, I think he thought they were undercover agents. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think he thought this was a sting operation. Yeah, that's what I think he thought. And for people who are wondering, that is the number one reason a store will not sell to you underage. Obviously, underage smoking is bad, underage drinking is horrible, and I support every legislation measure to keep tobacco, alcohol, gambling out of the hands of teenagers. It's not for you. If you're underage, it's not for you. Quit while you're ahead. It will save you a lot of trouble in the future, save you a lot of hell in the future. What I think he thought, the store clerk, is that my two friends, who were older, obviously, not all of my friends are of my age, so the point I'm trying to make is, I think he thought it was a sting. I think he thought I was the plant, the sting plant, and my two friends were undercover agents from like the Board of Health, or the police department, or the sheriff's office, or the attorney general's office, whatever, and this was an undercover sting operation. Yeah, that's what I think he thought. And to be fair, obviously stores should be careful. They shouldn't sell tobacco, lottery, definitely not alcohol to minors because it's bad. There's a lot of bad things that can come from gambling. Gambling is a terrible addiction if you have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with gambling myself. I can gamble in moderation. I can go to a casino and not have a problem with it. But there are some people who have a big problem with gambling. It's a terrible addiction. And obviously keep it out of the hands of minors. So, car going by. But I think what he thought, the store clerk thought, is that this was a sting operation that was set up by the police department or the Board of Health or whatever, and that I was the undercover plant and I was trying to buy for them, and I was like 16 or 17. And a lot of times these offices, these sheriff's offices, these Board of Healths will pay somebody very good money. Oh, they'll pay them very, very good money. I'm a paralegal, I understand that, They will pay somebody very good money to go around and bust stores. They will bust the ass out of those stores and sell and find the shit out of them. So that's what I think he thought. Yeah. Obviously, again, I'm over 18, I'm over 21. I am of legal age to smoke and drink those big-ass cigars and Coronas, but very interesting to me. Very, very interesting. I think he thought it was a sting. So, anyway, comment, like the video, share, subscribe, and keep smoking those big-ass cigars for life. Bye.